Hello, everybody, and this is your daily dose of UX writing. I'm Alessia, I'm the content lead at UXL, and I'm sharing these daily pieces of wisdom in UX writing, good patterns, best advice. So, thank you for joining. Today, we're gonna take a look at the topic of voice and tone in brands, and I would like us to compare very contrasting educational apps. First one is well-known Coursera. So are the screens when the users are asked to select their goals in this application or in this particular course. As you can see, the message here is framed as a declaration. There are a few very strong, powered I statements. I begin a journey. I believe. I need to achieve my goals. Generally, the tone is very aspirational, a lot about discipline, about responsibility, about high commitment to the goals. And you can see that the selection of goals are quite profession-oriented, as Coursera is generally the app. And from the CTA at this screen, you can see that the application reinforces this sense of responsibility and high commitment. And generally, we can say that the tone of those two screens sounds a lot like a professor or like institution. And let's compare these screens to the screens from the application Brilliant, which is also about taking a course in programming. As you can see already at the first glance, without even reading into the text, that the phrasings are shorter, way shorter. They use their truncations. The tone generally is very warm, light-hearted, friendly, conversational. It doesn't push you too much. It doesn't demand a lot from you. The goals here, the goals that are listed here are kind of broad, so the application positions itself as adaptive, flexible, not demanding. And if we compare the general tone, it sounds more like a coach rather than a professor compared to Coursera. For instance, here you can see this very gentle motivation, very conversational, smart move, future you approves. Looking at those two examples of those two applications, you can see how the choice of language, the choice of the length of words, the choice of sentences can actually create a certain sense, a certain message of the entire application. We can see just by comparing those two screens from two apps how different the applications are, how differently they aim the user's goals, and how different their target audiences are. This is it for today. Thank you guys for your attention. Stay tuned. Share this with your colleagues or your friends who are also interested in UX writing, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.